Good morning.
Nice to see you, Daktari.
Thank you very much. I can't see you though, but I am here.
Are you keeping
I'm
safe?
not seeing you at all.
Yes. Are you by any chance keeping safe and following the directives of the government?
Yes, I can't see you.
Yes.
Because I am following the government direct. Oh, thank you very much. I can see.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I am well and following the government instructions. You see, I've carried my mask.
Yes.
And I have got my sanitizer here,
Yes.
which I use all the time from my command center, wherever I am.
Yes, and it's good to see you also indoors, because on a normal day we'll be having you here in studio.
Well, I am indoors and not on indoors, but in a command center. In a bunker.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Welcome, Daktari.
I just want to thank you, Kenyans. I want to thank everybody in the world, especially the government of the Republic of Kenya, President Uhuru Kenyatta, Minister Mutahi Kagwe, for the tenacity and the steadfastness they have handled this COVID-19 since it began. And then I want to thank Kenyans for accepting, one, the curfew, two, the restrictions.
Yes.
Most of them are beginning, the message is beginning to say.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Perhaps we can look at the topic of discussion today. The Salaries and Remuneration Commission are not comfortable with county governments giving some special allowances to our health workers. What is your take on that?
First of all, at times of this nature, money comes last.
Yes.
Patriotism. The only thing that will save us is patriotism. As a man who has seen, I have lived on this planet 60 years over, and I have seen quite a lot of things, but I've never seen this. I've gone through a lot. But what I've done in my life is not to put money first. Yes, the nurses who are on at the front line,
yes,
we respect them, we give them encouragement, we give them prayers. Yes, we give them all the sorts of support, both materially, if it is possible, even money, if it's possible. But as we arrange that money, or as the governments arrange that money, let the people not bring in this element of money at this hour. Because we might not have this money tomorrow if we don't save human beings.
So should the nurses be given a special allowance?
Wait first. Let's save the human beings
first. Okay. You have talked about how Kenyans are behaving following the government's directives. Of course, we have some elements who actually have even been arrested for flouting that. What more should the Kenya government do to cushion Kenyans at this time, Daktari?
There are several things that they can do.
Yes.
And since the subject is on money and the nurses and allowance, I think let's narrow it down there.
Yes.
Yes. There is an understanding that the frontline workers need some form of a great thanks, need some form of protection. The kits, the materials, the ventilators, the uniforms, the masks, all these things are needed. Believe me or not, viewers of KBC, the world, even the world itself, the first world, which is called America, that has gone to the moon, masks are lacking, ventilators are lacking. The world that has gone to the moon, we have not gone to the moon in Africa, not in Uganda, not in Kenya, not anywhere. We have not tried even to go halfway. But the world that Britain, America, all these European countries that send arms to fight people,
yes,
they are lacking these essential commodities. The health workers in America are even making the worst noise than the health workers in Africa. So what I want to encourage the younger generation that is on the front line. Not because they should do it, but they have to do it to save humanity. The allowances that they are bargaining for, we should be, and I'll call upon the minister to look into the CS4 headaches who is died so far. Do you know that this man came in 4 weeks and is drinking the thing from the hospital? He has done it. He's tried it. He has actually exhibited the leadership qualities that Martin Luther said. There comes a time like this when leaders are seen by action, not by just mere rhetoric and posturing that we see in some of the leaders. So I call upon the nurses, the health workers, the doctors on the front line, that please, as much as this allowance thing is real, you need it. You also have families that you have left. You have needs. This is being looked after at by the ministry. And don't listen to this notion. And let me tell the Kenyans, I am always a man who speaks my mind. And what I have spoken has never hurt Kenya at all in life. I always tell the truth. This notion of people bringing in money, imaginary money. There are people who are feeding on Twitter with wrong information on Twitter. Some countries in Africa have imposed 20 years, 20 good years for anybody who spreads wrong information. In Zimbabwe, if you write fake information, you will be jailed for 20 years. Because you are killing more lives than coronavirus. There are people who are talking of millions of billions of billions of killing. My friends, I don't want to mention so that your television is important, but they know themselves what they are doing on Twitter. Why do you go on a Twitter, a honorable man, grown up, we are fighting the disease. You are on Twitter inciting Kenyans, poisoning Kenyans, that there is money here, there is money there, there is money lost there. That type of culture, I saw it in 2009 when I was defending the Ocampo 6. The same people were writing these things on Twitter and on Facebook. Please, and the newspapers, don't do that. Let's help the nurses where possible, give them, keep their allowances, arrange their allowances. They should come. They need it. But at this time now, the focus should be to save human beings. Viewers, there is one route. And that one route is you either save or we perish.
Indeed.
Because even if they give you that money today,
yes,
if you have not saved the human beings, all of us will perish. So let's put patriotism first.
Okay. Thank you.
Where we
yes.
on COVID-19,
yes.
What can we do?
Yes.
The union workers should be. I saw Mr. Panyako, my friend, the other week he said something very, very good. Mr. Panyako said, yes, we are not being treated properly. But at this moment, we need to go and save Kenyans. And another doctor who is the Secretary General, Mr. Kaguru or something like that, my great friend, Secretary General of KBC, the Doctors Union, said very good words. That is the spirit of the younger generation that we are leaving behind.
Yes.
Some of us are going in the sunset. Some are gone. But we want to leave a generation that can help the government, help President Uhuru Kenyatta, help Mutahi Kagwe. Listen to that man. Listen to him. Because if you don't listen, countries that did not listen, you can see the havoc we have. If it is curfew, stay inside. Don't break the curfew and make your estate a drinking spree estate.
Yes.
Please,
yes.
buy it and drink in your house.
Yes,
that is all.
Daktari.
What we shall do, nobody stops you from drinking. After all, Jesus changed water to wine.
Yes.
He was religious,
yes,
and he has resurrected. So let's be honest. Drink from your house responsibly, but don't crowd and social interact. Yes. Social distance. Wash your hands. Stay away where possible. In Uganda, there are no cars.
Yes.
There are no cars in Uganda.
Okay.
There are no cars.
Daktari.
There are no cars on the road, only government cars. So don't push the government to a level where tomorrow they will say, no, we have seen this is going, and because the curfew is being violated, restrictions are being violated, my brother, they could easily clamp us even more and more, because we don't know when this COVID-19 will end.
Yes, Doctor, you have mentioned the Ministry of Health, and especially Minister Mutahi Kagwe, who has been touted and called the sharpest barb on the wire when it comes to issues corona. What is your comment on how the Ministry of Health has been handling this situation?
Fantastic. This man came in the job 4 weeks ago. And I want to praise President Uhuru Kenyatta for having seen a good eye and appointed this man. Honestly, Cecily Kariuki is my friend, but she could not have managed this. I'm being honest, and I'm always honest, man. If you don't like me, go ahead. I am not bothered, but I tell the truth. The president did a right choice, and the right choice is delivering fruits. There are few poisonous tongues in Kenya. You have seen them on Twitter.
Yes.
You have seen them twisting facts.
Yes.
If the World Bank gives you money today, that money does not come on your account tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's speak the truth. Let's speak the truth. If some of these people have gone to school, but they act like intellectual dwarfs. If the World Bank gives you money today and they say they has given Kenya $200 million, that money takes a process to arrive in the treasury.
Yes.
So don't run and say Kenya has got 22 billion. Where is it? Do you work in the treasury? Where is it? Don't bring poison to the people. People are already traumatized. People are traumatized. We're traumatized all over. Some of us are speaking on this television. My family, one of my people in my family, my daughter is just recovering now. My daughter number 6 is recovering. Nora Matsanga is recovering in London. I have been treating her on video from where I am. Have you seen how painful it is?
It is.
Look at how painful it is. Not because you are the only people affected. All of us are affected. My daughter is being treated on video by me. Drink this, go and prepare this. So we are traumatized. When you see intellectuals who are supposed to guide the families, guide the millions of Kenyans, tell the truth, go to Twitter to spread gossip.
Yes.
If IMF removes your loan, it doesn't remove it immediately.
Yes.
It comes by process, 20 days, 30 days. We are only 1 day up or 2 days after the first, Kenya slumped all these conditions.
Yes.
Kagwe has done his job. Kagwe is on the job. Kagwe is on the pulse. Kagwe, you should not be discouraged. Don't listen to these prophets of doom who have money, but they have not even contributed 1K.
Yes.
They have not even contributed 1K. They stay in palatial homes in Rwanda and the Karen. And then they keep on writing on Twitter to impress, to get people likes. They are not living like the people in Korokocho or Kagare.
Yes.
Don't listen to the minister guideline.
Yes.
Please, Kenyans, listen to the minister's guideline.
Yeah,
we shall be safe.
Yes, and Daktari, before I let you go, one more question. How have you seen the leaders here in Kenya handling the situation? We've seen them, most of them are very, very quiet.
Some of them have gone underwater, don't only say quiet. Underwater. Chini ya maji. They have gone. They have left Uhuru Kenyatta, Kagwe, and a few people to work. You can see how bad it is.
Yes.
that people who have been shouting most have disappeared from the scene. I told you, Kenyans, seek what is in Sicily. Forget what is in Rome. What is in Rome by Nicolai Machiavelli, you might not see it. But make sure that you defend Sicily. The city of Florence by Nicolai Machiavelli. Those who have read the book, The Prince, will understand what I'm saying. So there are people who have been seeking Rome. They want to talk about 2022, but now they have disappeared. They are not in active collective responsibility. Back in my country, no opposition leader has opposed Museveni at this hour. All of them have taken one route. Save the people first.
Yes.
The priority at the moment, please, 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 Kenyans, you have seen how disorganized the leadership of America was, that over 23,000 people are gone. We don't know how many. So when this thing arrives here, Africans, they learn to listen to our leaders, listen to Mutahi Kagwe, listen to his guidelines.
Yes.
God says he helps those who help themselves.
Okay.
If you don't help yourself,
Yes, yes.
and you expect them to come and help you,
Yes.
oh hallelujah, shall all meet where we are. This thing is not, we don't know the timetable.
Okay, okay. Thank
Let's
you.
help the nurses.
Yes,
Let's give them transport.
yes.
Those who have too many cars, give the government the hospitals cars. There are people who have 10 cars in their compound.
Yes,
Give 1 car, 2 cars to the nurses to come to work.
yes.
Yeah. Let's have that spirit of volunteer.
Okay.
Volunteer.
Yes.
Patriotism.
Yes.
Tukue na utu. Tukue na utu jameni wa Kenya.
Okay.
Tukue na utu.
Okay, okay, okay.
Hii kitu hapana mzuri. This thing is very dangerous.
Yes, yes.
Tukue na utu.
Daktari.
You are keeping 10 cars in the compound, John.
Yes.
My brother, you keep 10 cars in the compound, and the nurse is walking to the hospital to go and look after COVID-1. Surrender some of these cars to the poor.
Okay, okay.
One of them, so that they carry the people. You
All right.
might not have sent the money, but you can give it cars.
Thank you.
So that the transport and the driver can be carrying these people to work and help others.
Thank you.
That is the way
To
we
go.
can conquer this monster called COVID-19.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doctor. It's always a pleasure having you. Hope you're going to be keeping safe. And right now...